It's DLC day once again for Dirt Rally 2.0, and this time out we've got a brand new category. The F2 kit cars are finally here, and in this first video I'm going to be checking out the absolutely bonkers 300 brake horsepower front wheel drive Peugeot 306 Maxi. It should be a good one, so let's get started. What's going on, guys? My name's Martinio and welcome back to Dirt Rally 2.0 and another DLC day. And today is a little bit special because not only do we have two new cars, but we have a brand new category as well. So the F2 category, or what will probably be the front wheel drive something or other category, I haven't seen it yet, has just been released with the inclusion of two brand new cars, the Peugeot 306 Maxi and of course the Seat Ibiza kit car. And for this first video we're focusing on the 306, but if you want to see the Seat Ibiza video, depending on when you're watching this, there'll be a card in the top right corner now, and I can take you to that if that's more what you're looking for. But as always, if you're a season pass holder, you'll be able to access these vehicles in custom and time trial modes or wherever else. And also, if you're a season pass holder, you will be getting another credits drop. And of course, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have the new Abu Dhabi Rallycross circuit. I know Rallycross is not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm going to be checking it out. It looks pretty interesting, and there was a fairly gnarly accident there in the actual World Rallycross Championship as well, not too long back. But yeah, so we're going to be focusing, like I said, on the Peugeot 306 Maxi. So let's go take a look at it now. And here it is then, guys. So it falls into the brand new F2 kit car category, of which we'll have another edition coming in about a month's time. But this one, the Peugeot, has 300 brake horsepower available to it. It's coming in at about £2,100 in terms of weight. 2 litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine with a 6-speed manual sequential gearbox as well. And in terms of liveries, obviously there's lots of different options for you depending on whatever you want, but I'm going to stick with the standard one. And yeah, so the F2 class was it was an interesting class, it really was. And sort of towards the back end of it, like 98, 99, you saw some of the front wheel drive cars actually competing and challenging the full-blown WRC cars for wins. Mainly this came on tarmac because these cars were very, very popular in the French Rally Championship, and the majority of it, the French Rally Championship that is, took place on sort of tarmac events. So that's why these cars were so good on tarmac. That's where they were at their best. That's where they were sort of maximised in terms of setup. So yeah, it's an interesting class. So like I said, for this one, we're going to be heading to Germany. I haven't decided on the stage yet. I'll take a look at that in a moment. But either way, it should be a fun one. So let's head down there and let's see what we can do. So here we are then, guys, and the stage I went for is the Kreuzungsring. It's roughly 4 miles in terms of length, just under 4 miles, sorry. And yeah, like I said, it was, you know, the F2 kit car class was really in its element around tarmac stages, so places like Germany. So that's why we're going there. And also, it's going to be a bit of an experience because while I've driven like rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive cars with 300 or more brake horsepower, never driven one that's just front-wheel drive, so that's going to be a bit of an experience. I imagine the rear end is going to be sort of like kind of floppy and just kind of moving all over the place because it doesn't really have much to do. It's going to be horrible under heavy braking and understeer wise. And also, apologies if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I am coming down with something. Sod's law, don't post a video for nearly a week. Second I do, I'm coming down with something. There we go, you know, welcome to my life. So yeah, let's head down there and let's get things started. Okay then, guys, so here we are. We're just about ready to get things kicked off. Now, I've not done any setup work, so like I said, it's going to be a little bit of an adventure because I've never driven anything with this much power. That's just front wheel drive. Done rear wheel drive, done four wheel drive, but this is going to be an entirely new experience. But hopefully it's going to be good on tarmac especially. So yeah, let's get things kicked off. I think Phil's ready. Yeah, he's ready, I'd say so. So yeah, let's get things going and let's see what the 306 is like.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And off we go.
50, square left. 160. Slow, keep left over crest into chicane. Left entry. 130. Chicane. Right entry. 150. Crest and turn unseen square right. Don't cut. 120. 4 left.
Yeah, not bad.
50. Turn unseen.
But it's these sort of longer ones where I think it's going to be a little bit tricky to deal with
Turn
at
unseen.
the rear end.
Left. 80. 6 right long. Into 5 left.
Yeah, you've got to drive it a hell of a lot differently than other things.
50. Turn unseen. 3 left. Opens 50. Flat crest. 120. Crest and turn unseen. 3 right. Don't cut over crest. Opens 250 through dip. Turn square right.
Still not sure what the rear end's going to do in any given scenario though.
50. Turn 3 left, don't cut. Opens into 5 left. 150. Slow 6 left over crest into turn. 1 right. Don't cut. 120. Crest into 6 right. Very long over bumps. 100.
I think up here is going to be the real acid test for that rear end though.
Around Wales. Into 6 left, into 6 right long, opens over crest, into 4 left long,
Not bad. A little bit apprehensive to get on the handbrake, but
3, don't cut, into 5 left over crest, 100,
it's through these longer corners, the undulating long corners,
5 left, opens over crest, 80,
sweeping ones where the rear end's going to struggle a little bit because it
6 right,
feels like it's a little bit listless. It has nothing to do. It's just sitting there along for the ride.
30,
Come on, turn.
unseen square left, opens 200, flat long crest, 80,
It's okay at the moment.
6 left, 2
The gearing could be a little bit longer.
big jump, 120, flat crest, 100, crest and 5 right over crest, slow 6 left and turn unseen square right. 100, turn unseen square right. 120,
Come on, turn.
crest,
Yeah, just getting that front end to bite and turn is a little bit tricky.
flat left over crest, 100, 5 right long tightens, into 5 left long tightens, opens over finish, 180 to stop.
3076. So yeah, it's not bad. It like I said, the rear end can be a little bit square. It's so sort of undulating to downhill, uphill, longish sort of sweeping corners where the rear end just gets a little bit floaty. Feels like it's a little bit disconnected, maybe, and just, or maybe there's just a little bit along for the ride, like just a listless fishtail just flopping around. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's very, very good. Like I said, it's a different challenge because everything's been dealt with by the front wheels. So through certain corners, like say here, it's just, you've got to work your mind around. You've got to get on the power maybe a little bit early, just to sort of pull you around the corner, if that makes sense, rather than just waiting it for it just to, you know, sort of roll through the corner. If that makes any sense, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, there's definitely a different technique you need to drive these cars. But regardless, it was very, very fun, and like I said, it's just it needs to be. It needs to have the gearing a little bit longer. Sorry, I'm a little bit unwell and my brain's all over the place. But yeah, surprised it went beyond 10,000 RPM as well. That was a bit weird. Weird? No, it was a bit good. But yeah, surprising nonetheless. But either way, we got ourselves a 3076. Let's see what that puts us on the leaderboards. What we betting? Top 58. That's not bad. We can definitely go quicker. I can go quicker than that, but you know, it's just about figuring out the right technique in terms of driving this thing, I suppose. But there we go. So yeah, the Peugeot 306 Maxi, really fun car to drive. Tricky. Takes a bit of getting used to because it's front wheel drive, but regardless, if you fancy a challenge and you like high revving cars, then this is the thing for you, because this thing is just It's just, oh, I don't think I thought it dropped below like 6,000 RPM, I don't think. It was just absolutely nuts. It was bonkers. But a lot of fun regardless. So, there we go, guys. So, that's pretty much the end of this first video. Like I said, in the next one, we're going to be checking out the Seat Ibiza kit car as well. My first car was a Seat Ibiza, so I'm looking forward to that. So, if you want to see that, make sure you go check it out. Depending on when you're watching this video, there might be a card in the top right corner once again, just to let you know where that video is if you want to click on it. But yeah, so thank you everybody so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, would like to see more, then please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell notification button as well, so you get updates for all of my new videos whenever they go live. And also drop a comment down below, guys. As always, what are your thoughts? Have you tried either of these cars out? Which of the two is your favourite? Is it the Peugeot? Is it the Seat? And depending on which car you pick, why did you pick that one as your favourite? Drop a comment down below. But once again, thank you everybody so much for watching. Stay cool, and as always, I will catch you in the next video. Peace.